back again. As you could tell, I got my supernatural stuff up there on the walls. Anyways, I wanted to touch base on something someone brought up that they wanted me to talk about that I just realized was on this list, and this is the question that they gave to me. If a departed person can appear to them in a dream, why can they not converse with them at the level of subconscious? So, if someone who's passed in your life comes through dreams to you, it's because it's much easier for them to communicate with you in dream state. Why? There could be several reasons. First, if it's a newly dead person, to the other side, they may not know how to come through to you other than in dreams. It might be easier for them. Or two, it could be because you're not open enough for them to connect with you during wake time. So those are the two reasons why. Now there's also the grief factor. And a lot of times when someone dies, it's a lot easier for them to get through to you in dreams than it is to in person, because you're so overwhelmed with grief, anger, and so many different emotions about them killing themselves that you're wrapped up in your own world. Because let's just be honest, I'm very blunt about anything that I talk about. And we may disagree, a lot of people, with what I feel, but these are my experiences and I have reasons for feeling this way. And if we don't agree, I'll just be very respectful and disagree. But this is something that I'm firmly believed in, is that they just can't get through to you because you're closed up. And, I get I get clients sometimes that argue with me about stuff when I give them a reading. I had a lady last year, I do tarot readings sometimes for people because some people prefer tarot readings, I am not a book taught tarot reader. And if you go to a book taught tarot reader, that's great and fine, but I don't believe in that. I believe in that it's the symbolism in the cards and the spirit on the other side for them. Because I don't like book reading, because I don't want to know what the cards, different ones, mean, because if they're all the same meaning, right, and you read the book, well, the chances of me getting the same cards as someone else and we both get the same reading just really is something beyond my thought process. So I'm not book taught. I just go with my intuition. So, getting back to the person that I read for. I did a party for somebody in October around Halloween time, and there were 7 ladies there, 2 who were non-believers. One got a reading out of the non-believers, and then the other ones got readings. And it's funny, when you tell people things, they're in denial a lot of times. And so you're in denial if the person's not coming through to you because you're so wrapped up in the grief that you're not letting go of it. You're not letting go of your selfishness and your anger towards that person. I hope that makes sense. But that would be the 2 reasons why. Now, if they're coming through to you in dreams, it could be a comfort thing because they know that you're hurting because they killed themselves. It could be showing you signs about your life. If you're struggling with addictions, or you're struggling with a marital problem, or something's going on at work, or you've been stressing a lot, they might be coming through to you a lot more, and you might realize that. A lot of times they will come when you need it the most, when you don't realize you need it the most. I hope that makes sense. I also was thinking about doing a video. If any of you are interested, just comment below and I can try to do a video in the next week about animals and insects and totem animals, things that come through to you from the other side. What do they mean? What do specific ones mean? Because for me, dragonflies are huge for me, and that's the easiest way for a spirit to show you they're around you, because it's easy to manipulate an insect, okay, because we're all made up of energy, including that dragonfly. So my cousin Robbie, who I was extremely close to, who I lost in my life, and a lot of us in the family still think about him every single day. Him and I were close. He told me things about his family that they don't know he told me, and we shared everything. I know things, and he knows things about me that other people don't know, and he was my confidant, and I was the same for him. he comes around in a dragonfly to me. And I think he's the one who made it so that death is not scary for me anymore, because he showed me how at peace he is at, and how we don't, on the other side, they don't have these human freaking hang-ups. They don't worry about money. They don't worry about work. They don't worry about who took their house, who stole their car, who's got their job now, what's going on with their children. They don't worry about that stuff like we do. Now, they miss their children and they love their families. Like my cousin Robbie, I mean, he misses his children tremendously. And he didn't die from suicide. He died from an accident. And, you know, he showed me what really happened to him, and other people in the family are in denial about it, and that's fine. They don't believe me. It's okay. I know what he shows me, and I'm okay with it, because I know when I die, he's going to be there waiting for me. And so, spirits are around those who they love the most and are there for you when you're at your weakest. So if you're watching this and you're one of those people that's suffering with suicidal thoughts, and you hide them as well as most of us do who have them, and you have not reached out for any help from someone anonymously because you don't want to go to family or friends, I know that when you're watching this, you're thinking to yourself how you can't bear one more moment in this world, and that it's just you're scared to do it, or you're scared what will happen, whatever the case may be. If you're one of those people that's remotely thinking about it, I want to tell you right now, there's no going back. There's no saying, oops, I shouldn't have done that. No matter how much pain you're suffering with right now, I know you don't want to go to your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your best friend because you're embarrassed. You don't want to share the pain, and I understand that, because most people who have contemplated suicide, like myself, are afraid to talk to people because most people, not all, are compassionate, but they're very, very judgmental. It is very hard to have a friend or a family member that isn't. So you go to them and you're like, hey, I'm having some problems, and you tell them what your problems are. Your problems, this person who's having the suicidal thoughts, when you tell them to your friend, let's just say your friend Joe listens to you and says, oh, that's not that bad, buddy, it's okay, and pats him on the back. You'll get through it. You know, thinking that that's the best thing to do for his friend. When in reality, that is the worst thing you could say to the person. What you really need to do is listen. Sit and just listen. Accept their pain. Accept their fears. Accept it. Listen. And at the end of the conversation, say, I'm really sorry that you're struggling right now. I don't know how to take away your pain, but I'm here for you whenever you want to talk. Not giving them your opinion of what you did, not telling them why you did what you did, not telling them don't go doing something stupid or joking around about it. That's the last thing that person needs to hear. So if you're one of those people that's watching this video, or someone forwards this to you because they want you to watch it, and you're having those thoughts and you don't feel comfortable going to your friends or family, message me on Facebook. I'll be happy to talk to you, because I'm the last person who's going to judge you. I'm going to listen to what you have to say, and I'm going to tell you that it's okay to cry. It's okay to let go of that pain. It's okay to want to leave. I'm not going to tell you. Now, I will tell you not to kill yourself, because you're going to regret it the minute you do it. But I'm not going to tell you the pain is going to go away, because it's always there. It's just the way you choose to deal with it and the tools around you that help you. If you're around toxic drug addicts and alcoholics, and I'm sorry, my cousin Robbie, he didn't kill himself, but he was around drug addicts and alcoholics all the time, and toxic bottom feeders around him. His siblings, not all of them, but most of, it's just crazy stuff. He was affected by that because he was a pure soul. He was someone who really had a gift, okay, for just attracting people, his laugh, his giggle. And so if you're feeling like you're lost and you have these thoughts, just remember it's final. There's no coming back. Okay, I went on a rant, but I just wanted to make sure in case someone was watching this, and I know it's rare because I don't have that many friends on here that I would think that would do that, but you never know. I wanted to put that out there. So I hope this video was informational for you, and I hope it helps those who are listening that have lost loved ones to suicide, or friends or family. And I want to end it with, before it gets to 11-minute mark, that if you're a parent and you lost a child to suicide, please know that it doesn't reflect that they didn't love you because they did this. Please remember that they loved you and that they didn't do this because they didn't love you. All right. See you soon. Hope you comment.